They took away lives, more than any wars, without sparing lives of the elderly or children. They were so powerful that it caused chaos within government and destroyed whole civilizations. They were called the curses of God. We present to you the top 5 most deadliest epidemics in the world. In 5th place, we have malaria. Probably one of the most ancient pandemics that over different periods of time covered many different countries. Particularly affected by this disease were soldiers of the Civil War and builders of the Panama Canal. Even now, this virus rages on in African countries, killing several million people every year. In 4th place, we have cholera. This deadly intestinal infection dates back to atavistic times. This disease has caused the most devastating damage to humanity, primarily during the 18th to 20th centuries. 7 protracted cholera epidemics sprawled in history from 1816 to 1960. The first major cases were recorded in India. The main reason was the unsanitary conditions of life. About 40 million people died as a result of this infection. In 3rd place, we have the Black Death. The pandemic that was the bubonic plague lasted from 1346 to 1353, spreading from Asia to Europe, then moving on to North Africa and the Greenland Islands. The incubation period for the plague was from several hours to about 9 days, in which the pathogen penetrates the skin and infects the body due to a bite of a flea or sick animal. In about 2 decades, the Black Death killed at least 60 million people worldwide. In 2nd place, we have smallpox. The natives of America lived quite happily until the floods began to flow into the New World, and the myriad of European migrants brought with them death in the form of smallpox. At the beginning of the 16th century, America was inhabited by 100 million people, but in a few centuries, this deadly disease reduced the population to only 5 to 10 million survivors. And now, in 1st place, we have the Spanish influenza. To this day, it has been known to be the most powerful mass pandemic in the history of mankind in absolute figures, both in terms of the number of people infected and the number of deaths from 1918 to 1919. In 18 months, 550 million people worldwide were infected with the Spanish influenza. That was almost 29.5% of the world's population at that time. And 50 to 100 million people died as a result. The Spanish influenza acquired its name due to the fact that Spain was the first to experience the outbreak of this disease. This has been Real Top. Thank you for watching. If you liked what you saw, make sure you subscribe and hit that bell icon to stay up to date with all of our uploads. Thanks again, and we hope to see you later.